In the shadow of Detroit, behind rusted gates and overgrown fields, sits the ruins of a forgotten world, a place once teeming with life and death, where thousands came for help and many never left. This is not just a hospital. It was once a city of its own, where miracles and madness lived side by side, and the ghosts, they say, they never checked out. Welcome to Eloise Psychiatric Hospital. If real-life haunted places and dark forgotten histories fascinate you, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like to keep the spirits calm. The story begins in 1839, when the Wayne County Poorhouse was established in Nankin Township, what we now call Westland, Michigan. It was a modest farm for the poor and mentally ill, but over the next century, it would evolve into something far bigger and far stranger. By the early 1900s, the place was known as Eloise, named after the postmaster's daughter. It would soon become one of the largest psychiatric facilities in the United States. At its peak, Eloise was a 902-acre empire, housing over 10,000 patients and employing nearly 2,000 staff. It had its own post office, fire department, police force, bakery, and even a trolley system. It was a city within a city, but hidden from the public eye. Eloise was ahead of its time in some ways. It pioneered X-rays, music therapy, and even television therapy. Patients performed plays, farmed the land, and were part of a functioning society inside the walls. But not everything was compassionate. In the shadows of its great halls, darker practices unfolded. Patients, many with little to no mental illness, were subjected to electroshock therapy, insulin coma therapy, and lobotomies. Some were left isolated for months. Others were completely forgotten by their families. The hospital kept minimal records. Some estimate thousands of deaths occurred here, many in silence. Imagine being locked in a place where your voice didn't matter, where nobody was coming to save you. If that thought chills you, you're not alone. As mental health care policies shifted in the 1960s and 70s, Eloise began to decline. The farms closed in 1958, psychiatric services were shut down by 1982, and the entire facility officially closed in 1984. Most of its 78 buildings were demolished, but some, like the K. Beard Building, still stand. And deep behind the facility, past the trees and weeds, lies a cemetery, marked only with brick numbers. Over 7,000 patients are buried in unmarked graves, most of them nameless, forgotten by family, forgotten by time. And then there are the stories. Former staff have claimed to hear phantom footsteps, doors slamming, and voices crying out from empty rooms. Paranormal investigators say shadow figures lurk in the old stairwells. Others have heard screams from the third floor, where the most unstable patients were once kept. One nurse, long after retirement, swore she saw a former patient, dead for decades, walking past a window in the K. Beard Building. Today, that building is home to the Eloise Asylum haunted attraction, but many visitors say the fear isn't staged, and the actors, not all of them are alive. Are you brave enough to visit, or would you rather stay on this side of the screen? Either way, give this video a like to honor the lost souls still wandering Eloise. In 2018, the remaining 28 acres were sold for $1 to private developers. With support from grants, they began restoring the firehouse into a barbecue restaurant, planning a 1920s speakeasy, a hotel, and more. It's part haunted house, part theme park, part historical site. But behind the fun lies a heavier truth, a place built on suffering, and beneath it all, the graves still remain. The cemetery is now tended by local volunteers. Small plaques have been placed to replace the bricks, but the identities of most remain unknown. Eloise was more than just a hospital. It was a place of hope and horror, innovation and isolation. Thousands lived there, thousands died there, and many still have no name. If you ever walk those halls, or even just dream of them, listen closely. You might hear someone whispering through time. Don't forget me. If this story moved you, please subscribe and help keep these memories alive. Give the video a like, leave a comment below, and share it with someone who loves haunted history. Until next time, sleep with the lights on.